Hi everyone, welcome back. Today on my channel, I'm going to be making an apple butter snickerdoodle cookie. I love snickerdoodles and I found this recipe. It said apple butter snickerdoodle, so I was like, well, I'm going to try that. So you're going to come along with me on this journey and see how they turn out. If you haven't watched, I have made some Crockpot apple butter. So scroll down on my channel and find that recipe. It's really good. It's easy, but it takes a long time. And it's in the crock pot, so it's kind of easy, but it does take a full 12 hours almost to complete it. And so I hope you will scroll down and watch that video. And if you're new here, my name's Debbie. I hope you think about subscribing. Hit the subscribe button. I love those thumbs up. Just go ahead right now, push that thumb. It's going up. And hit the bell icon so you're notified of every video I upload. Let's get into making our apple butter snickerdoodle cookies. Okay, so the first thing we're going to add to a medium bowl is some flour. That's 2 3/4 cups. I always have a 1/4 cup measuring thing already in there. I think Snickerdoodle, if I can recall, that was like one of the first cookie recipes I think my mom showed me how to make. And they were so simple, and I thought, I didn't know if they would even taste like anything, you know? But they're just a good cookie and has a little bit of sweetness to it, and that's cinnamon, and I just like them. I've even made snickerdoodle cookies and then made ice cream, or got kind of like a softer ice cream and put it in between 2 snickerdoodle cookies and made ice cream sandwiches. Those are really good too. Okay, so oops, I'm talking, I'm not paying attention. It's not 2 1/4, it's 2 3/4 cup. So we got to get all the flour we need in there. So that's a half. And there's the 3/4. Now we're back on track. I do get distracted. Okay, we're going to use a 1/2 teaspoon of cream of tartar, a 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda, a 1/2 teaspoon of salt, a 1/4 teaspoon of nutmeg, and I really don't recall my mom using nutmeg in her snickerdoodle cookies, but since this is an apple butter snickerdoodle, I can kind of see where they're bringing in a little different spices. Okay, and then the cinnamon, we're going to do 2 tablespoons. This is not going to fit in there, so I just have to do the shaking. I've been going through my cinnamon lately, haven't I? Love the smell of that cinnamon. Cinnamon and vanilla is my 2 favorite scents when I'm baking. Okay. Gonna just mix those together. Okay, we're gonna switch around. Okay, so to the big bowl, we're gonna then add 1 1/2 cups of sugar. Leave me a comment below and let me know, what is your first memory of cooking or baking? Is it with your mom? Is it with your grandma? Is it with your dad? I mean, maybe you don't cook or bake, and that's okay too. But if you do, drop me a comment. Let me know what some of your first memories are. I think that would be interesting to know. Okay, then we're going to add a 1/2 cup of softened butter. Then we're going to be adding our vanilla. Ooh, I probably didn't wipe it off good enough. I love that. I've always told you, like, if after I pour, I usually have to wipe this pretty good. I'm going to do 3/4 teaspoon. This is a 1/4 teaspoon. Let me grab this. I need to have it on anyway so I can be wiping my hands. Let me wipe that off so it doesn't get on there so tight I can't get it off next time. Then we're going to be adding our 1 egg. I'm going to try to just mix this with my whisk. A mixer would have been easier. Now this cookie, this recipe, you do have to refrigerate it after you mix it up. It says about 2 hours, so give yourself a little time. And then we're going to be adding in our apple butter, which is 3/4 cup. So let me just see. This is a 1/2 pint jar, and it's not, it might be a little bit over the half mark on here on the jar. So I'm hoping this is 3/4 cup. I do have another jar in the refrigerator. Looks like this one is not going to be 3/4 cup. So I'm probably going to have to grab that other one. It's not quite 3/4. And we're making apple butter snickerdoodle, so we don't want to skimp on the apple butter. So hang on. Yeah, if you do make the apple butter, it's like gold because, you know, I use 6 pounds of apples. If you look on my video, you'll see. And it only made 4 1/2 pint jars. So you go to a lot of work for a little bit of product, but it is really worth it. And your family, if your family likes apple butter, they will love you for it. I know my sister appreciated it. I made it the night before her birthday, and I gave it to her for her birthday. One of my biggest supporters, my sisters. I love that. They're always watching my videos and sharing my videos. I have some really good supporters out there too, in all of you subscribers. You know who you are. You know who you are. I appreciate you. Mix that in. Oh yeah, smelling like apple butter. I think I'm going to do it with a spatula. Let me get this out of here. Alrighty, I think it's combined. Now we're going to start to add our dry ingredients to it. So we're going to add this a little bit at a time, maybe half. No, I didn't have that very good incorporated, did I? It'll mix up. So that's maybe half. Ooh, that cinnamon and that nutmeg in there. These are going to be delicious, I know. I describe a lot of my food like that, don't I? That I'm baked. Delicious. Some is really good. Some is delicious. Okay, I think I got that one pretty well mixed in. And I'm going to add the rest. This is going to get your biceps a workout again. Which at my age, they don't get too much exercise. Period. At my age, I don't get too much exercise, which is not good. I've been trying to take a walk around our farm. My sister likes to come up and we like to go on walks together. We haven't done that for a while. But you know, sometimes life gets in the way. And she's my motivator, and I just kind of let it go by the wayside. But I started doing it again. by myself. She's been busy. She'll come back up and walk. She'll watch this video and she'll call me like that day. She'll say, we're going to start our walk skin. And I'll say, okay. I always do that. I always think I'm going to do it with a spatula. No. Get my wooden spoon. Alrighty. I think we just about got it. I should dedicate this video to my aunt who recently passed. She was a very good cook. She was a baker. She used to bake wedding cakes and just do all kinds of cakes. She was wonderful. And she'd make these stolons at Christmas time. They took her a long time. I think she used to make them more than at Christmas, but then it got to be where she just made them at Christmas time. But they were so delicious. So we will miss you, Aunt Sharon, for sure. Okay, so we are done with this part. Now we're going to cover it, and we're going to refrigerate it approximately 2 hours. It says you can refrigerate it. That's the minimum they like for you to refrigerate it. It says up to 24 hours. So when I make my Christmas cookies, I make Christmas cookies. I think I've discussed this before. And I cut them out. They're a sugar cookie recipe. And then I cut them out, roll them, cut them out in different shapes, and decorate them with buttercream icing. And I make those the night before, and I sit them in my fridge because when I make them, I make like, I don't even know how many, 70, 80, 90 dozen. And my son takes some to work, and my other son and my husband takes them to work, and I give them to all my nieces and nephews, and you know, I try to share. A couple of my nieces now and my sister, she's doing my recipe, and she shares that with her family now. So, but anyway, let's get these in the fridge, and I'll meet you back here. It's going to be a few hours later. I have to go run and help somebody with some errands. So it may be a little bit later in the afternoon. Right now it's 8:40 in the morning. So it may be like around 2-ish, 3 o'clock when I come back to do these. So I'll meet you back. Have a good day until then. We've had our dough. I did one ball and seen if it was pretty firm. It's good firm. Had it refrigerated. It's ready to scoop. So we're going to scoop it, roll it into a ball, roll that all around and coat it, place it on our baking sheet with parchment paper. I'm going to press it down just a little bit. I really smell the apple butter in here. And it's very firm dough once it comes out of the refrigerator. Using my scooper again. Roll it around, put it on, flatten it a touch, make sure that that's on the top. And we will continue on. I don't have a clue as to how many these will make, but I will show you when I'm done, or let you know how many it made when we are done. So let me finish all of these. And then you know, you want to do a snap of the finger. First pan's done. 20 on that one. Let's make some more magic. One more snap. And there we have the rest. And this one I got, let's see, 3, 6, 9, 12, 13, 14 on that pan. So for a total of 34. The recipe said it would make 46, but They were a little bit smaller probably. So let's pop these in the oven and we'll be back. Just came out. Very, very hot. These are a little bit darker than those. I left them in just a touch longer. But we'll taste them in just a minute. Okay, here we go. Mmm. Ooh, these are delicious. They really are. And look, they just look a little pillowy in there. They're soft in the middle, but the outside is crispy, and they're a little bit, has a little chew in it. It's really good. You can definitely taste the apple butter. Along with that cinnamon and nutmeg, it's delicious. It really is. And I've started to pack them. My little container. And they're so cute how they crackle whenever they, I like rolling my cookies in sugar so it gets that little crackle. I think it looks cute. Okay, so I hope you try these. And just so you know, these are the dark, this is the darker one that I baked a little bit longer, but it's still chewy and soft inside. I think I might have baked these about 13 minutes. I think the other ones I did like about 11 and a half, 12, something like that. So just watch them according to your oven, and I hope you try them. So until next time, take care of yourself and each other. Bye. Where's my big tall glass of milk?